Alright, what I'm going to show you here is the beginning steps of making French fries correctly. I'm 70 years old and I'm finally figured out a way to do it correctly. Now the key is getting an area, and you'll see why this is so important later, but it's also very important when you're going to peel them with a regular peeler. My wife can do it with a knife, but I cannot. So what I've done here is got my taters ready, and then I'm squaring the ends. Alright? We'll catch up on the back part of this, but right now I'll show you the advantage by squaring the ends.
I gotta go get taters.
Right? Now, you can catch right here. Boom, look at that. See that? One swipe, because it's already squared.
Tell them those can be used for fries.
Yeah? How easy it is, because your hands don't get in the way, because it's cut, you start right there, and boom, right? And even without a lot of water running on, see? And then boom. Because of the one cut that you made right here, see? Now, it's very advantageous. Right here you can see it. Let me show you another little trick before I got started here. Where did I put it? Oh, here is a knife sharpener. Really neat little knife sharpener. It's called a Smitty, right? Tungsten carbide, regular ceramic, and then this is a file, but it's diamond. And when you take it on your sharpener and just go back and forth just a little bit, right, both sides, it takes all of the burrs out, right? Because you want this as just sharp as possible. And that's about all it does, see? Now here, I got a beauty. Have it go in there, and then just, like I said, look at that. Both forward and back. I might have been off camera there. But because it's got this starting point right there, it's just so much easier. I know anyone watching this has peeled taters before, so they can already see the advantage. And when you see the other advantage by cutting the ends, later when I cut them into squares, you'll really understand that. I'll talk to you later. Okay, right now I'm cleaning up the sink, but on one of my other demonstrations, I showed you a yellow one of these, a little scraper. It's a plastic, do no harm scraper that I use all the time, especially in the sink, because I can whip it around, come up underneath it, right? It's kind of like a dustpan for the sink, right? And then I just put it in the trash, which I've got right down here below me, see? And I know, of course, you can look at my sink and see all the scratches. It's about 20 years that we've had the sink, but it keeps down the number of scratches. And it's just so easy to use a plastic dustpan in the sink. And it just whip, and you've got anything in there clean. Just another trick.
For traveling with United Airlines, we have
made a mistake there.
And I hope to see you again.
Turn off the radio. Hopefully nothing else on up here. Look outside, I got some turkeys. Now, I'm going to show you here. This, I'm going to cut. And that'll give me a little easier access down here. Okay. Now the taters will come out of this machine here. Now I'm going to show you why I made a special effort on this too now is because when it's square, I've got the pounds per square inch. See here, more area, less pounds per square inch, and just one slip like that, and them babies are cut. And it's all because of the square ends. It makes it easier to peel them, and it sure makes it easier to slice them. This used to be our biggest problem, and now, even with a bad back, I can just lay them in there, and boom, those are just perfect. And you can get, I don't know if you're familiar with your different areas, cooking utensils, but you can get different sizes of these as far as the size of the French fry. So you can just adjust all of that, bigger, smaller, what have you. But like I said again, and I can't emphasize it enough, it's cutting the edges and making them square. It decreases the pounds per square inch, and it keeps the tater. I don't know if you've ever done it. It's like everything else. You don't know until you don't know. But if your tater's round and you put the round ends in here, okay, you've got pounds per square inch differential between the high point of the tater, cutting the blades, and the blades both sides. But when you cut it square, you even the weight distribution, the pressure distribution, and it makes it so much easier. Look at that, how fast that was. That is professional. Now we'll add those, we'll put that back in the water, and we're ready to start cooking.